think I just tapped off my excess color right over my coffee. Hi, I'm Kate and welcome to my channel. So I'm still kind of on the Valentine's Day look train. Most of the looks I've done have been kind of red and sultry. I'm going to go a little more soft today and use the Nabla Wild Berry Cutie palette. So it's just a really pretty kind of pinky purple palette, some really beautiful shimmers in here. So yeah, I might stick more. I think I've used more of the purples. I'm going to start maybe with this pinky shade and see if we can create kind of a soft look without getting too dramatic, as tends to happen with the looks I do. So I already filled in my brows with the ABH Dip Brow. I primed my eyes with the Ulta Primer. So we're just going to dive right in. Anyone else like have to have coffee while they do their makeup? I feel like that's my thing. Like, I have to have a cup of coffee and then I can come and sit and relax and do my makeup. Okay, what are we starting with? So what I love about these cutie palettes is that they're super curated, only 6 shades. It's not overwhelming, but you can still get a variety of looks. So yeah, we're gonna just dive into Botanic Juice, which is this shade right here. All right, that laid down really nice. So I'm not really a pink eyeshadow person. Like, I more bought this for like this blackberry shade and the really pretty shimmers. So I don't mind like a pink shimmer on the lid, but I don't usually go pink otherwise, but this is a nice tone. It's, you know, a little more of a softer pink and not too pink. More like, I don't even know how to describe this shade. Like a salmon, kind of like a salmony pink. All right, that buffed out really nice though. So I'm going to grab a little bit of a smaller crease brush and dip into that blackberry shade. So it is the deepest matte in the palette, and I'm just going to build that up in the outer corner. And I'm really going to try not to drag that all the way through because we want to keep it somewhat soft and light today. I do think this blackberry shade was like the perfect choice for a deep shade in this palette. You know, in some smaller palettes, you know, I feel like the deep shade isn't deep enough, or it's just a tone that doesn't work with any look you're trying to create. But I think this one just works perfectly. So we kept just kind of that salmon pink in the front. I didn't drag it all the way through. But now to choose the shimmers. So it is a half shimmer, half matte palette. So let's just swatch these. So Incense is, I can't even tell. It's like kind of matte, kind of shimmer. Maybe it lays down more matte, but it's, or more like a satin. But I'm probably not going to use that. I guess that does perform more like a matte, but there's some glitter particles in there. All right, the shade Bucolic Baby is this one up here. So let's pick that one up. And that one's pretty. Very pink. And then Alchemy 2.0. Now this one is kind of duochromy. I can't even tell everything that it picks up there. It's got like kind of purpley white, almost a green. So maybe we'll lay down Bucolic Baby, that's that pink one. I'll lay that all over the lid and then maybe do Alchemy on the inner part of the lid. Sure. So these feel pretty shimmery. I don't want to get them everywhere, but I'm going to go in with the first shade with my finger and then probably the second shade with a brush. Oh, that's a really pretty shade. I don't do pink looks often, but it's Valentine's Day, so why not? All right, so I think that's pretty even. I'm going to grab a small, like a flat shader brush. This is a Morphe, there's no number on it. And I'm going to grab Alchemy 2.0 and just start to build that up on the inner corner and pull it through. Now this shade is really crumbly in the pan, but it picks up well on a brush. Okay, you see that dimension that it added? It is really pretty. Alright, so we're nice and pinky purple. I'm just going to redefine that outer corner again. Alright, so we're going subtle pinky. It is a little more purpley than pinky, but I think that's just due to the shades that are in here. You know, nothing super, super pink, but I prefer that because I don't want anything super pink. So I think we're going to stop there in the lid. I'm going to go off camera, skincare, foundation, all that, and then I'll be back. Alright, I'm back for foundation. I went in with the Uoma foundation. I'm in the shade White Pearl. I know it looks super pasty on camera, but it just evens out my redness. It matches my neck, which is white AF. And then for concealer, I went in with the Rare Beauty. This is definitely a new favorite. It blends out so easily. This is fantastic. I'm in the shade 110N. Like initially when I put it on, it looks a little yellow, but it just blends in beautifully. All right, let's bronze up a little bit. I have the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the shade Fair. I'm just gonna go around the edges of my face and try to look alive. So for blush, I've been really loving my Patrick Ta blushes. I think I'm going to keep it pink today, so I'm grabbing the shade She's That Girl. So I'm going to go in with the powder and then tap over with the cream. Alright, and then for the cream, I apply with a flat top brush, and then I just kind of go in with my fingers and blend it in. Alright, for highlight today, I'm going to go in with the Benefit Cookie Highlighter and a flimsy brush. So we're going to dip back into the palette. I am going to start with the darkest shade, that Blackberry shade, and start pulling that under the lower lash line. And then I'm going back into that first kind of salmony pink shade, and I'm just going to diffuse the edges of that Blackberry shade. Alright, did we stay subtle today? Was I successful? Yes, no, never? And then for the inner corner, I am dipping back into that Alchemy 2.0 shade. I think I just tapped off my excess color right over my coffee. Good thing I was just about done. Alright, so I think that's where we're gonna stop. So I'm gonna go off camera, I'm gonna add some liner and mascara, and I will be back. Alright, I'm back. That's the final look. I went in with some liner, mascara, and for the lip, I did a combination. I have a lip pencil from LA Girl in the shade Cafe, and then I topped it off with just a tint stick. The shade's worn off, but it's from ColourPop. So yeah, this is kind of our pinky purple, more romantic Valentine's look. I really enjoy this cutie palette. I'm hoping that Nabla comes out with more in this size because I like just the idea of a smaller palette, less choice, less overwhelming, but still you can get a variety of looks. So this is just beautiful. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you soon.